Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing the snake oil salesmen that still are very prevalent in the martial arts industry. The martial arts industry is still very wild. It's still in the Wild West stages where some random guy, girl can buy a uniform on eBay, a belt on eBay, on Amazon. If they got a location, they can buy mats. They don't even have to buy mats. They can open a door, get a sign up, and start selling this program, whatever they want pretty much, and make a pretty good living doing it. And no one's gonna question it. It's, oh, you're this guy. Oh, you're this. Oh, cool. You're a, 20th degree black belt. Nice. Yeah, I'm the only one in existence. They can sell themselves as really crazy that if we're, everyone that is a true martial artist, we know there's nothing, there's no higher rank past 10th degree. And 10th degree is almost a given degree for a master that has died, but mine, we only go up to 9, and 9 is where it gets cut off. And so if you're hearing 20 degree, 30, 40, 40th degree, then you kind of know, like, okay, these guys are just selling snake oil. I mean, that's really all they're doing. Their style is junk, and I wouldn't pay a dime for any of that. But so we still have industries in the modern day that can still feed off of the vulnerable new schools that come up that truly want to do good but just have no starting point, right? Okay, so when we open up a studio, and this is from experience, we don't need to learn business. And we don't even need to go to school to open up a business. And so within the martial arts world, if we got some rank, and all I knew at that time when I opened up my school the first time, all I knew is I knew how to teach a good class. I know how to make a good black belt. That's all I knew when I first went into a school, but I was determined to open up my own martial arts school. And I'm very driven. When people say, you're not going to do that, that gives me fuel to do what I want to do, which was open up a martial arts studio. So, but that's the only real talent I had, was building a good student, and I was a very good instructor, and I'm still a good instructor today, but back behind the counter, I had no idea how to work any of this. So it took me a long time and a lot of money and a lot of errors to figure out how to work a business correctly. And now I'm going to give you guys some, at least a good starting point after this video, so stay tuned for that. But I'm going to give you a story first that happened to me just today. So I was scrolling through Facebook last night, and I came across this snake oil salesman, martial arts business that, we'll get you 20 new students, and, guaranteed we're going to do this and this and this, and, sign up with the link below, and commercial. Looked pretty good. They had their, success stories at the end. Yeah, I made 100-something thousand this year, and I'm, going to 2 million this year. And it's like, okay, well, you're cool, 3 or 4 of those. So I'm like, okay, let me see what the sales is like nowadays. Let me Let me see if it's changed. Because the commercial, I'm not gonna lie, like it was a good put together commercial. It made me sign up. Good background, good wording. I was like, okay, let me see. I don't need it right now because I'm actually doing pretty good with like signups and everything right now. So my books are actually full right now. So I didn't need any of this sales stuff that they were doing, but I was just curious if there was anything if sales have changed through the past 20 years or not. From the first time I bought into the program and it didn't work for me. I wanted to see what they were gonna offer. So I set up this, this call with this guy named Alex. Set up a call. This guy Alex texted me. He's like, "Hey, I have you down for 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Is that still good for you?" It's like, "Yep, 9 o'clock's good. Great. Can't wait. Hope to, can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. See you then, or talk to you tomorrow." It's like, "Cool. See ya. Talk tomorrow." And so I go to sleep, and then he texts me about 8 o'clock, another text like, "Hey, Cody, are we still on? Our call is in 1 hour. Hope to hear from you." And I look at it, and then I don't text him till about 8:30, and because I'm still waking up and got to get my coffee and everything. And I was like, "Cool, yeah, it's good. 9 o'clock. I'll be ready." And so not but like a minute later, I get this random phone call. I get a lot of random phone calls because of spam and all that, and because I'm a business now, we get a lot of dumb calls of taxes and, "Oh, let's get some insurance for you." And I think people just sell your information, and you just start getting calls. Well, I kind of thought this was going to be one of them, so I was like, "No, I won't answer it." And so it goes to voicemail, and not but 5 seconds go by, and that same number calls. Like, "Oh, it's probably this guy then. If he's ready, I'm ready. Let's just get it done." So I pick it up, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm so and so. Alex isn't going to be here. He's on another call. But what can we help you with? What's your goals?" And I was like, "Okay." So I start telling him my goals, and we kind of go back and forth, and he's asking me like, "Okay, well, how many students do you have?" I'm like, tell him roughly about the students I have and all this. And then he's like, "Okay, well, how much money are you putting in, or what kind of marketing are you putting in?" I was like, "None. I'm just going through Facebook right now, and that's truly all. I haven't done any marketing. I haven't paid for any marketing yet." But I was thinking, okay, if I do, and this is kind of good, I'll give you my money if it sounds pretty good. So I was kind of open to the idea, but I wanted to see what they were going to present to me. And so this was when the first red flag came. And so he asked me, "How much money do I have?" Now we all know you just don't go up to a random stranger and say, "How much money do you make? How much money is in your bank account?" That's just an unwritten rule that's just none of your business. And so that kind of caught me off guard a little bit. I gave him a random number, not the true number. And he's like, "Okay, great, blah, blah, blah." And so as I'm doing this, I'm filling up the water. Can't really hear him that well. And heard some mumbling, and then it goes silent, like I was supposed to respond to that. I'm like, well, my coffee cup isn't quite full, so I finish, filling the water up and turn it off, and then this is when he kind of comes in and rudely kind of says, "Are you still with me?" Like I was interrupting his day or his selling spiel of, "Look, I'm trying to sell something to you. You need to listen to me." When you come across like that, if you have a student at your door, a potential student at your door, or on a phone call, if you come across like you're interrupting my day, I'm trying to sell you this program, so you need to listen to me, right? if I ever had that kind of attitude to somebody, I would probably almost say, you need to sock me in the face, because I am absolutely totally rude. And I apologize. I have never been like that with anybody. And this guy, you know, and I'm sure he was a millennial or even earlier, like one of those. And I know, you know, the communication skills isn't that well, you know, especially over the phone. You know, these cyber bullies are just, you know, all bark and no bite. And you know, if they come to your front door and they start barking at you, it, you know, might be a little bit differently, but you know, these cyber bullies ain't going to do that. They're just all, you know, bark and no bite. So so that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I kept my composure. You know, I'm a Gen X kid, so we would fight, we would, you know, I kind of like to argue if someone kind of, you know, comes at me a little bit rude. I'll say what's on my mind, but you know, gave him the benefit of the doubt. You know, I was like, oh, you know, just filling up my water. What'd you say? Or can you repeat that? And so he was saying, you know, okay, well now we're gonna, you know, our next step is to get a hold of Alex. So we're gonna have to charge for this one. You know, let's get this started. No, thank you. Boom, hung up on the guy. I'm like, okay, so that was a snake oil salesman, because one, you didn't tell me what you're gonna do for me, ever. Not ever did I hear you say, this is our product. This is what we give you. This is our price. It was just an assembly line of, okay, I got him here. Now let's take you to the next phone call. This Alex guy, and he's our closer now. Okay, now he's going to really get into it, but you're going to have to pay for this call now, right? So then it's like, okay, well, let's give you, you know, give me your credit card. Nope, not going to do it. Not that old yet. You know, I still got a good mind, and I know when a scam when I see it or when I hear it, and this was a scam. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of some awareness, I guess, of don't fall for these. I mean, there's a bunch of them out there that, you know, I mean, even YouTube, I see a bunch of them that's like, you know, yeah, we'll get you that, you know, $1 million a year mark, and yeah, it's just this and this and this. And I mean, not that they can't, you know, they're not making that, but I don't know, just the money that is there, and you know that they set these up like programs, like, okay, you know, you're going to be a bronze programmer, okay, silver program, gold program, okay, the diamond program, all right? And, you know, as you pay more, you get more of their attention, because of course they're paying you more. But most of us can't roll out, you know, this, like, you know, couple $1,000 a month for a half-hour call once a month, and then have some you know, random person on the end of the line like, okay, did you do what I told you to do last month? Yeah. Well, how'd that work? Well, it didn't work at all, because you didn't. Well, you must have not done everything I told you to do. Do it again. Block, and you only get a half hour for like $2,500 a month with this, you know, guy, he or she, whoever it is. That was my first experience. Paid some dude like $2,500, got one call a month, half hour. He gave me some random stuff to do, and did it. No result. Well, you didn't do it right. Okay, well, I'm done with all that. Okay, and I'm hoping you guys will be done with that too. And let me give you a better solution, or at least a starting point where you can go from there, okay? So in my little town that I'm in, and in your town, what I would recommend is I would get on Facebook, and I would find the group Facebook for your area. All right, so a lot of these towns now will have Facebook groups, and everyone in town joins this group, and then they could post, you know, things they want to sell or give away, or, oh, I have an ad and, I'm selling this, and just kind of a community deal where, hey, well, what's going on this weekend? And they post it, and then, they'll get a couple comments. It seems like that is where it's going. So I did that. So I make videos just like this, couple minutes videos. Hi, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I'm Mr. McKee. I'm, whatever. And then I post it, and then I will get, people back, and they will, contact me, and then I send them a link to a free intro class. And that's how I got my first 7 students without paying a dime of any kind of promotional work or marketing material. Just join this Facebook group and join a couple more Facebook groups, and I just send flyers out. Hey, we're having a 2-week class. Hey, I'm having a free self-defense clinic for kids. Come on in. It'll be this day. Had one. It was pretty good. I liked it. Had a couple kids come in. Enjoyable. Got to sign up from that. Didn't pay a dime for marketing yet. And then, secondly, I would recommend do that first. If you're just a garage martial artist, has your martial arts in your garage, you can still do the same thing. Just have a really good, first approach, truly care about students, and, have a good heart about it and stuff. Get all your prices in. And then the second thing that I do is the students that you have, do what's called a referral program. So now what I'm doing is now I am having a referral program, and I have testings every 10 weeks. And so I'll have 5 a year, I believe. And so what I do is I will say to my parents and my kids saying, okay, if you have any friends, bring them in, or send them the free introductory, the intro class link that I have them, and if they sign up, you will get your next testing for free. And so far, that has worked amazing. And so the new kids that I come in and sell the program to, that's what I'm going to be telling their parents, because one parent knows another parent, and then that parent will know another parent, and that parent will know another parent. And so one parent can tell 3 of their friends, those 3 friends come in, and then those 3 friends will tell 3 friends, and then those 3 so as you can tell, it can explode, and all you need to do is just have a good referral program and give some benefit to, hey, I'll give you this next testing for free, or your next, weapons camp will be free. I will give you the weapon. The camp will be free because you got a sign up for me. And then what I'm going to do too is, so I'm making it a goal of, I want a certain amount of students by the end of the year. And so with the referral program, what I'm going to do is, since I am giving you a testing for free, what I'm also going to do is, if we reach this goal, we're going to have a pizza party and a movie night for the whole school. So now I am creating like a family atmosphere within my martial arts studio, and building a martial arts community. Me and the parents will sit in the back. The kids can take the floor, have their pizza, watch their movie, and just enjoy the company with where we have. And so that will give the students like a sense of community, making new friends, and be like, well, I want my other friend to come join us because this is so much fun. So they'll, have their mom talk to their mom, and then their mom will sign up, and then their kid will come in, and you'll have a great intro class. Make them feel really special, because they are. People are special. They deserve to have your attention and be treated as another human, that you want them to truly have the best experience that you can give them. If you're just well, I'm just wanting your money, I can tell you that's not going to make you very a good business, because I can guarantee you your parents are not going to give you a very good referral. Even with your classes, if you kind of just, if you're a little mean, if you're not real good with the kids, adults, things like that, the parents aren't going to refer to you to other parents, and they're probably locked in a contract. So if they leave, most of these studios will charge them twice as much just to get out of their contract. I don't do any of that. If they have something, if they want to go, or they don't like my deal, I cancel them right then and there. I don't do these contracts for students anymore. It's just this price. Let's see if we can get to your black belt, and then we can reassess what you're going to do after that. But let's make it a goal right now to, I at least want to get you to your first degree black belt. What do you say? And they're mostly like, yeah, let's do that. This is good. And since I am good with the kids, and I do, and I've always been this way, so this is nothing that I have to act or, try to get myself to do. I am just a general, curious, loving person towards other people. I like talking to other people, and parents feed off of that. I ask them how their day's been, give them a smile, hey, how we doing? And I'm very happy to see them. I know that might be, a bit goofy to say, but I am truly happy to see people come in, students raring to go, and I enjoy teaching my kids and adults. I enjoy this so much. You can't even believe how much I enjoy this. But just to drum it up here, if you like what you do and you love interacting, try these first few things and just kind of keep that ball rolling with the referrals, free party, pizza, things like that, and slowly and surely, I think we'll get the ball rolling, and then 8, 9, 10 years go by, and you're just like, wow, that took no time at all, and I'm I built a community. So that's hopefully what we're all striving to do in the martial arts world. Kick the snake oil sales out of it, the McDojos out of it, get a good system, get good prices, and they'll just knock your doors down. All right? So with that being said, go ahead and subscribe, share, do all that cool stuff. Till next time, guys, train hard, train smart, and I'll see you in the next one.